So we got the coffee, different types of coffee. Now you use creamer in yours.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm not used to this because I just have it black.
Well, did you see the amount of coffee I poured in here?
Okay, yep, I got it.
The well is deep with the amount of coffee that's in here. So now I can add my creamer because I left enough room for it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Wow, that's a lot. Here, you might need another bottle.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. And look, I've got a brand new coffee cup, a WGRC coffee cup that folks can get, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, they can check
the
it out.
new ones.
And I have my Sharpie, so when you're ready, I got my Sharpie ready.
Okay.
This is to do the coffee art, isn't that what they call it?
Yeah, that's not quite how that works though,
That's
Dave.
not how you do coffee art.
That is when you whip up the milk and then you have a latte and it's the foam from the milk and then you pour it in a certain way and then you do certain things. But you know what? Let's head over to the Well Coffee House at Christ Wesleyan Church and learn how to do some coffee art.
That sounds like it's probably a better and a safer idea.
Yes.
In fact, it sounds like a great opportunity for the next Around the Valley.
WGRC's Around the Valley with Dave and Stephanie is sponsored by Zook Septic Services, serving central Pennsylvania. Contact them for inspections, repairs, and system maintenance needs at 570-837-1466 or at zookseptic.com.
Yes.
Yes, it's Willis. Willis from the Well. And he's so cute.
Well, with Dave and Stephanie, we have made it here to the Well Coffee House on the campus of Christ Wesleyan Church in Milton. We're waiting on Kyle, who is the director of the Well.
Yeah.
But, you know, Stephanie, I don't really like just sitting and waiting.
No.
Part of the Well, they have this thing called the Cube.
Yeah, they do.
And it's like
It's
right
like
over
right there.
I don't think Kyle will mind.
No, not at all. I'm sure it's great.
Here we go. Let's see what happens.
All right.
This is like a maze up here. Where are we supposed to go next? Ouch!
No, stay low, Dave. Stay low.
All right. I'm stuck in this. This is not that big of a hole right here. Ah, there we go. All right, we got it.
Watch your head. Watch your head. There's a beam here. All right.
Hey guys, I'm here.
What?
What?
Are we doing this thing or what?
Oh, have you seen
I'll be right down.
Yeah, right down.
Oh my God! Hi, I made it. I think Dave's coming. I think.
Oh!
That's a bit bumpy. You get stuck.
Dave, we got work. What's up, man? What are you doing? Woo!
Hey, good to see you.
Hi.
We're just, you
How
know,
long have you been? Ooh.
getting.
All right, I'm better now. Yeah.
Okay.
How often do you play in here?
At least daily.
Well, we are here with Kyle, the director of the Well Coffee House. Kyle, thanks for hosting us here today.
Thanks for coming.
Now, the name The Well isn't just because people might prefer an endless, bottomless cup of coffee.
It
There's actually a
implies,
specific, there's a specific reaon.
Sure. So our mission as a nonprofit has always been to provide clean water in the form of freshwater wells in just like third world countries like Sierra Leone. That's our primary focus. We as a church, Christ Wesleyan Church has built hundreds of wells in Sierra Leone and beyond. The coffee shop specifically is focused in Sierra Leone. We do that through being a nonprofit. If we have the opportunity, financially to give at the end of the year beyond out of our just income, we do. But none of our staff, none of our baristas, no one accepts tips. So if anyone feels inclined, that money goes right to wells instead.
A lot of great work taking place here. A lot of fun as well. I know Stephanie and I both have been customers here in the past. Now, my coffee expertise in the morning is to fill the entire filter up with coffee grounds, a pot of water, pour it straight into the cup, and that's it. You do a little bit more than that here.
That's the gist.
But there's a caveat. Dave's cup is unwashed.
I know. I've heard stories. Dave is not allowed to bring his cup in this coffee
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. This is a nice, sanitized, clean area.
It will get washed if I find it.
Yes, he is allowed to bring his cup, so it does get washed.
Well, we are excited to be here. How about we hop behind the counter and you show us what happens?
Let's do it. All right.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to start kind of at the heart of a coffee shop, and that's the espresso machine. We are going to pull a few espresso shots, especially for you, Dave. Stephanie's had some experience already.
All right.
And we're going to do the first thing we do every day, and that is dial in our espresso. And what that means is we're actually going to manipulate some of the variables in the process to change the taste until it comes out the way we want. Got you a hot stuff cup.
Yes,
All
it
right.
matches. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So you're hot stuff. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna start prepping the first shot. So for us, espresso is a 2-to-1 ratio. We like twice as much water as coffee. So it's pretty strong. We weigh in our dose. The dose is how much coffee you're putting into the shot. That's gonna be 18 grams for us. And then we'll look for a yield of 36 grams of espresso when we're all done. 36 grams of total finished liquid. So I'm just going to go ahead and weigh this first dose out. Our espresso, as well as the rest of the coffee we serve, comes from Alabaster Coffee Roasters in Williamsport. And so this is a very good product. Multiple times it has won like third, I believe, in a national roasting competition called the Golden Beet Award. So you are technically tasting the third best espresso in the country.
All right.
All right.
I love it.
All right. So we have our dose. These tools are similar but slightly different to what you might see some people using. It helps eliminate a little bit of the human element and make every shot more consistent. So our customers are tasting, pretty much the same thing every time. So this first one is called a distribution tool, and all we're doing is taking this really finely ground coffee and spreading it out evenly. That way there's not areas inside that are more densely packed than others. And then this would, typically you would use a tamp. This is achieving the same thing, but it's called the Levy by the company who makes it. And what's different about it is it actually bottoms out there. You saw that? So everyone's tamp is going to be exactly the same. You don't have to worry about one person pushing harder than another or somebody being crooked and not good and level. We're going to just purge a little hot water through our group head there. Make sure everything's good and hot. And we'll see where we're starting. So I'm just going to pour a little bit in each of our cups here and share that.
Now I remember when I first had an espresso, I didn't really know what it was. So somebody ordered it for me. I thought it was a type of coffee.
Yeah.
And then they brought me a little cup like this, and they had a big cup, and I felt so cheated.
Yeah. Because you're like, I got gypped. You're getting all the coffee in one little sip, right?
Yeah.
So before we do this, there's a proper way to taste espresso.
All right.
It's so strong, it's so concentrated that if you just take a normal sip, right, and it rolls down your tongue, it's gonna taste like whichever taste receptor area in your tongue it hits.
Yeah.
So if you only hit sour, that's all you're gonna taste. But really, it has everything in it.
Okay.
So you need to kind of slurp really obnoxiously, and form a spray that hits everywhere inside your mouth at the same time. That's the proper way to taste espresso.
Why do I feel like I'm being silly?
I am not pulling your leg.
Because I've done this before.
If you're going to be a coffee snob, you got to do it right.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
So here we go. Let's see. I didn't hear that. You didn't miss it.
Big old gulp.
You got to miss. You got
Did you see
to
that? What point were you not listening?
remissed
Dave?
it.
You're supposed
Maybe
Go
practice.
again.
It's just like-
yeah. You just
yeah.
gotta spray it in there.
to diaphragm. Get
make
the diaphragm going.
Don't breathe it in. Don't choke. Don't breathe it in. Just spray.
Tastes pretty good.
It's not bad. It's really not bad.
So just generally to the bottom of the spout here is how much milk he poured in, and then a word he just used is called stretching.
Yeah.
So that's what we're getting ready to do with the
stretch the milk.
steamer tool here, is stretch the milk, and this is where if somebody orders a latte and it has the foam on top, or
Yep.
if you've got the art, then that comes from the
Comes
stretched
from this
milk.
step, yeah. So yeah, very good. All right, go ahead, pull the wand out, like point at your belly button. There you go. Perfect.
All right, got it.
And then insert.
And then yeah, get all the way beneath the surface. Go ahead and turn it all the way on. Let it kind of start rotating and then go down to where it sounds like paper tearing. And follow that sound for about 3 seconds. That's good. Good. Now back up in. Just gonna let it keep spinning and spinning and just keep touching the side like this until it's so hot you can't stand and put your hand on it for a second. I mean hot. Okay? Use the palm of your hand.
Oh boy, that heats up quick.
I think it's hot, but it hasn't stretched much. I don't think I stretched it enough
Okay,
again.
Oh yeah, it's hot.
They've got some last minute stretch in there. That's no good. Now we have bubbles.
Oh, you're not supposed to have
We
bubbles.
don't like bubbles. I mean, nobody wants to pay for air. Air's tasteless, right? So yeah, pour high and slow into the center. Again, distribute your foam first. That's okay. So any white spots, pour over top of them. And when you get about halfway up, just drop down there and try and pour fast right into the center and just give us a white dot right in the center.
White dot.
You went fast. Hey!
That is a dot. I got a white block.
Here's what matters. Yeah, we have good contrast. That means there's not a lot of white swirls. You have brown where it's coffee and white where you put it. That's good. That's good.
All right.
Here we go. So I'm gonna try high. And I don't have white spots in there. Get about halfway up and then go low.
Tilt the cup and get the coffee up on the edge right against your spout.
I don't have a white dollop. Not at all.
No.
I did the reverse of what he did.
You did
Literally, it's the reverse.
You have the inverse somehow.
Yep.
Well, it's been a lot of fun here hanging out at the Well Coffee House in Milton on the campus of Christ Wesleyan Church with the director of Well Ministries, Kyle. Kyle, thank you so much for showing us around.
It was fun.
Thank you for helping us to learn how to make a good cup of coffee.
Yeah. Thanks for not making anybody's actual drinks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, that says it.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun. I flavored mine.
You did.
A little pumpkin pie flavor.
I did not. I am drinking mine the real way that a latte is supposed to be enjoyed, which, let that go on record, I do not have flavoring in my latte.
Hey, man up.
Tell you what.
Well,
Hey, if you happen to be in Milton, be sure to head on over to Christ Wesleyan Church. Come make a visit here at the Well Coffee House. I know they'll treat you right. Good coffee, good food, and great cause as well as they help to build wells around the world. And Stephanie, we encourage everyone to tune in, submit ideas for Around the Valley.
Yep, you can head over to our website, WGRC.com, click on the link that says Around the Valley. You'll get the details there, and you never know, we just might be showing up in your area around the valley. Clink. Enjoy.
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff.
Very good, very good.
Because we've had so much coffee today that when we get on air tomorrow, it's going to be crazy. We're going to be like, hey, here's the weather forecast sponsored by so-and-so. We're going to have music from the Newsboys. We're going to have all kinds of games. We're going to have a ticket giveaway or a prize giveaway. Who knows? We might even be celebrating next Christmas by the time we're done because we're just moving so fast.